wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger, the king of pirates, attained everything this world has to offer.
My treasure? If you want it, you can have it. Find it. I left everything this world has to offer there.
And so, many men head for the Grand Line to find the great treasure he left behind, the One Piece. The world truly has entered the Great Pirate Era.
Breakout and Impel Down. Legends emerge.
How do we start this? We open up on Impel Down. It is known to be the one of the supermax of the world. People go into Impel Down and they never leave. That is pretty much what it is known as. You three all have your reasons of being in Impel. You all have your purposes for being here. You were all brought here for different reasons that you probably will talk about, that you probably will not talk about. Who knows? But you all have your reasons for being here, Impel Down. For serving time here in this steel gulag. Why don't we start with one of you? Let's start with Scyllia. Scyllia, what is a normal day in Impel Down like for you?
A normal day for Scyllia would be... She would start her morning in her cell. And as she wakes up at her own pace, opens the door herself and begins just doing whatever the day has been set up for her. Part of it is going to be the responsibility she still has to keep her freedom, which is playing music for meetings and for meals, creating an ambiance. Other than that, she pretty much has free roam of the level she's on, which is level 6.
You normally go to level 6. Level 6 is kind of like a... it's definitely like your stomping grounds, you would say, right? You go to level 6.
Definitely.
You leave your cell, and you are making... you're making your way down to level 6. But as you are making your way there, you kind of get stopped. You hear this voice from behind you going, "Oh, yeah, where are you going?" And when you turn around, you see the current current vice warden of Impel Down, Hannibal, just standing there in his usual outfit. He's not wearing his he's not wearing the full outfit right now. He's just wearing his normal shirtless self with the wings on his back, that Egyptian head wrap sitting on top of his head. And he's holding that trident there, and he's kind of like gripping the trident like with a bit of frustration, in like trying to like ease away any frustration as he has, as his face is just kind of staring at you, wondering where you are going.
As she's gonna she recognizes that voice. She takes a second, slowly turns with a soft smile on her face. Her eyes are always covered by her bangs, so her eyes are unreadable, but her mouth is how she expresses herself. So she turns with just a soft smile and goes, "To go do what I normally do. Is there something wrong?"
"Oh, no, there's nothing wrong here, I would say, to do that. It is just, I feel like perhaps you should not to. I don't want to speak out of turn and speak ill of the Chief Warden Magellan. I apologize for speaking out of turn, Chief Warden Magellan. You're probably hearing this wherever you are at. But I once again cannot tolerate you walking about like you willy-nilly own the place, unless you're doing something for the jail. What are you doing for the jail today, Scyllia?
Well, as always, I'll be playing in meal times, which means I'll be seeing you at least twice more today if you take the breaks you should be taking. And she gives him this kind of curt like smirk of knowing he doesn't normally he tries to overdo it. So she's like, normally if I get to see you twice a day, you'll see me there. Otherwise, why not bring a little joy to everyone who's working down below? I mean, wouldn't it be better if our officers were in a better mood? Especially with you being on duty right now? Wouldn't that reflect positively?
Positively? What do you mean reflect positively? Oh no, I shouldn't speak out of turn. Scyllia, you should go back to work and doing what you're doing. I'll see you at breakfast. Yes, breakfast time. I have to go perform my rounds so people know about my great work. And you see him like shuffle off down the hall, that clank of his trident tapping on the floor as he walks off, and you hear him mumbling to himself as he wanders down the hall, echoing throughout the canyons of this prison.
Her smile stays until he's out of view, and when she turns around to go back to what she's doing, there's just almost like theatrically a zoom to a little like a scowl and just and she continues going to what she's doing, the smile slowly coming back to her face, a very soft one.
The camera pans from here to another area of the prison. Quincey, how does your day at Impel Down start?
Today, of all days, is a pretty different day for Quincey. Because Quincy's usually shoveling shit at level 2 in Wild Beast Hell. But because of his little bit of a mouth and a little bit of reputation, the guards moved him down to freezing hell. So today starts off real cold. Just freezing. Quincey's a little bit used to it since he is from Scyllia. He's used to the colder temperature. But this is a little much. His wings are stiff. The coldness is especially present around his wrist where the Sea Prism Stone cuffs are. But for once, he's kind of glad, because when he takes a deep breath in, it's cool. Not smelling air that's a little bit refreshing, but it still stings because it's cold. Just kind of walking around in this freezing hellscape, just kind of either looking for other people or just trying to find some place that's just a tad bit warmer.
You're like kind of like plodding your way through the freezing hell. It is cold down here. It is freezing cold. As you're like pushing your way through it, every now and then you sneeze a bit. You see one of the guards drive up to you in riding on the back of a large wolf, and several other wolves are with this guard. You recognize this as the wolf unit that walks around on the level 5. This is the unit that pretty much looks for people who have died of freezing, of hypothermia down here, and scavenges them away. This wolf unit comes up to you. One of this big old wolf was like an inch away from your face, is panting away, and riding astride top of it is Impel Down guard. They look down at you. They lift up a pair of goggles. And they rest on top of a big fluffy hat they're wearing. Quincey, what are you doing in the frozen level?
Just transferred here.
Why were you transferred here?
I think that's something you should ask your bosses. I didn't ask for this.
Hold on 1 second. The guy pulls out a transponder snail, and he taps it, and the transponder snail, goes.
Quincy is Quincy's like looking at like how many wolves are here?
There are 3 wolves. One very large one and 2 medium-sized ones.
Quincy's looking at the very large one and is just like, if I slit your stomach and just hide in there, I'll be good for a while.
The wolves kind of like glancing at each other, but the big one is totally unfazed by this. The transponder snail goes, and the transponder snail like now looks like it has like a cigar hanging in its mouth, and it's like, who's talking to me right now? And the guard goes, my apologies, Captain Shiryu. The problem is we found Quincey down here on frozen. Why the heck is he on frozen level? Well, sir. We were hoping we could figure that out because you are the head jailer, sir. That's right, I am, aren't I? All right, have him transferred over to the first level for today. Give him some basic work there with the first and second level. Have him do some grunt work, and maybe we can forget about him. Forget about this whole mix-up. Right, sir. Oh, and guard. Yeah, sir? Don't call me again. As the snail closed its eyes.
Well, even your own boss doesn't even know why I'm down here. Seems like a mess up in command.
To be honest, Quincey, we really don't know why you're being shuffled around here. It's kind of this weird anomaly here.
Man, you're lucky I have these cuffs on.
What do you mean?
I just show like that they're sea prism.
When you do that, like the guard kind of like goes on the fence, like, oh, well, what do you mean? What are you gonna do if you didn't have these cuffs?
Let's just say it'd be a bad time for you. It'd just be a real bad time. To the point that the wolves won't be able to sniff you out.
Give me an intimidation roll.
It's a 13.
Oh, okay. All right. So with that, the guard kind of like was on guard, but then as soon as you do that whole, yeah, you better be real nervous around me, the guard kind of goes, you really almost had me there, but you didn't stick the landing, Quincey, and you feel a bop against the back of your head.
Ah, fuck.
As he like shoves you, come on, go to level 1, and he like guides you out of level 5, leading you to the stairway to level 1. The camera then pans from level 5, and we go deeper down through the floors of Impel Down into the furthest you can get, all the way down into level 6. The place where the worst of the worst are kept. It is dark. It is quiet. The only thing that is down here are the sounds of random people talking, but the majority of the time is very silent. Bartz, where do we find you at down here?
I think this is where you find him for like where he's been the past couple of years, or a year maybe so, in the cell, sitting up against the wall, just waiting, just spending his time where he knows he belongs, but at the same time, given any chance to leave, he would. He's talked to a couple of prisoners, surprised to see some of them. Some he'd never think he'd see ever be in a place like this. But they're here, and when he can, he has conversations with them, asks about the outside world, hears about the conditions of the outside world, and is unsure if he should be out there trying to continue to try and save it like he originally planned to, or if he just plans to let the world change on its own. He's not 100% sure what to do right now.
This day starts pretty much a normal day for you. Yourself. Day in, day out. That's all it is. That's all you know. As you're sitting down here, you hear a voice kind of pierce through the darkness. I need something in my mouth to make this work properly.
That's what she said.
Hey, Bart. You're awake back there?
I am. What's up?
You recognize this guttural voice as the voice of the former leader of the Baroques, one Sir Crocodile. Let me ask you something, Bartz.
What's up, Croc?
You're gonna break out of here, aren't you?
Why, you looking for a partner?
No. I am looking for a partner, but a guy like you, you're too soft for me.
You really? I mean, you've only been here, what, a year? Couple?
I've been here for a while. I know about you, is what I know. I know that you did what you can to help out the Fishman pirates, and you turned yourself in. Not for nothing, but a guy like that is not someone I'm looking for. But if you are going to break out one day, maybe I'll reconsider it.
And tell me again how it is you found yourself here.
Those upstarts of the new generation, that's what found me here.
Sounds like the new generation is doing just fine without us.
I tell you something. I've seen a lot of things. But some of these new faces, they're a bunch of pieces of crap. A bunch of lucky youngins thinking they could pull off one big thing and just ride along that. They didn't realize it's the hard work that we.
They're taking it the way they want to, living life how they want to. Time for us old folks to get out of the way.
Or maybe it's time we did something a bit different. And he falls silent as he's like, those words, he starts to dwell on those words that he said. It's a bit more quiet down there, Bartz. The sound of cells opening and closing you pierce through the silence every now and then. Then after a while, you hear a sound that you've never heard in a very, very long time. The sound of a cell being opened up right across from you, and someone being put inside. You hear someone being thrown into the cell, and the doors close hard, and the guard slowly walks their way down the hall, footsteps echoing.
And just as the new cellmate making any noise of any kind, or are they just silent as well?
Right now, they are very silent. Like, you can just hear the sound of, like, them, like, getting the wind back in their lungs as if someone, like, they definitely got, like, roughed up before putting in here.
Right. Take your time. You're not going anywhere for a long time. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out.
Thanks, old man. Who's out there anyway?
Just an old man whose prime is past. Though, doesn't sound like your time has passed that much.
Me?
You sound young.
Yeah, I guess I am pretty young. I mean, I just got here today. Honestly, this is honestly the last place I expect to see myself in.
That goes for a lot of pirates, though. I don't think I've ever heard a voice this young down this level so fast. So, you must have done something pretty wild.
Oh, well, maybe just by my name alone, they decided to put me down here.
And what would that name be, youngin?
Name's Ace.
Do I recognize the word name?
You would recognize, 100% recognize the name Ace. Because there was no other person named Ace who would be put down here.
Right.
Outside of Portugas the Ace. Or as everyone knows him as Fire Fist Ace.
And here I thought Fire Fist would be a little older than that. Huh. Surprise, surprise.
I mean, I am not like that young or anything. I'm pretty much an adult, kinda.
You're younger than me, kid. That means you're young.
What? I'm 20 years old. I'm totally an adult.
Wait, I had to do a One Piece laugh. Give me a second. Ora. You're a fire kid, but you're no son.
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean, son?
You asked my name. I'm giving it to you. They called me the Raging Sun, but I just typically go by Bartz.
Oh, you were with the Fishman Pirates, weren't you?
Yep.
Oh,
Long time.
wow, you were like one of the you humans who are with the Fishman Pirates. I mean, you're probably one of the only humans with the Fishman Pirates.
Select few, sure. Very not prestigious, but I could swim. Not better than they could, but I could stroke every now and then.
So, I mean, then why the hell are you here?
Well, when you won't give in to any public punishment, and the beasts don't beat you, and then the hot weather doesn't beat you, and then when the cold weather doesn't beat you, and you continue to inspire, then you're brought all the way down here to the darkest depths, where the only people who know you are just as old as you.
So you just turned yourself in, huh?
I did what I was supposed to do. I saved the generation. And let mine pass.
Yeah, but you're a pirate. I mean, you don't turn yourself in. You don't just. There's a lot of stuff going on out there.
Better men than me are handling it. At least I hope so. It's been a long time since I've been out there, so I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know enough. I know that you lot, you youngins, are getting yourselves into quite a bit of trouble.
Well, yeah, because that's what pirates do. And you kind of hear him, like, you can hear the sound of Ace standing up in the cell and like kind of like walks over to the bars, and he leans against the bars, and you can now like see Ace in like the light of the torches that line the hallways. I mean, look, it is the stuff that's going. I don't know how long you've been here. I heard it's been a while. So let me at least fill you in on some stuff that's been going down. I mean, wow. Well, let's see. You know about what happened after, Roger got executed, right?
I know a lot. I know some things personal, some things secondhand, but I know that a lot of new pirates are around there, around the world.
Oh yeah,
make a name for themselves.
There are so many big pirates, and like one of them. Okay, so one of them is my kid brother.
Even your family is pirates. That's very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, he said he wants to be the king of the pirates one day. That's what he wants to do.
He wants to be king of the pirates. That's not an easy task.
No, it's not an easy task at all, but I mean, that's the thing about him. I mean, he's the type of guy that once he sets his mind on something, he's not going to turn his mind away from it. I mean, even when we were kids, he even told us of this one dream that he had. That one day he wants to, and when he says that, you, Bartz, you hear the words that Ace says loud and clear of what the words Luffy said when he was proclaiming his dream. And when you are hit with those words, you have a flashback. You kind of like feel like something just like tingles in your chest, and you have a flashback. And you are brought back to your days of the younger days when you were just brought upon Fisher Tiger's crew. When Fisher Tiger looked at you and he said, "Hey kid, want to be a pirate?"
Do I get to punch people?
Oh yeah, you're gonna do a whole lot of stuff. You get to punch people, you get to do whatever you want, because you know why? Being a pirate means you're free. You get to do whatever you want. That's what being a pirate is all about.
And I think at that notion, Bartz looks down at his slave crest on his hand. And as he's looking at that and he hears the word freedom, the crest turns into the fisherman pirate symbol. And then that symbol ages as he does. As he then looks back up at Ace. I feel like he's barely blinked as he's listening to the excitement in this young pirate's voice and the fire in his eyes, despite being in the condition he's in. And it's just that shiver of, there's that spark, there's that ignition of that call to adventure, that call to continue, that call to fight. And I don't think he's stopped smiling since he started.
Ace then just kind of puts after he says that, he's like, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Luffy, he wanted to say that's his dream. It's not my place to talk about it.
Hey, you're a fan of your family. That's big. Not a lot of people are. Be proud of sharing any dream, yours or your brother's. Anyone's dream is important to speak out loud. Did he beat anybody important? Anybody big? Get there so far?
As soon as you say that part, when you say that part, Ace is he's like, well, I mean, not to brag about it, but I heard he beat the crap out of Crocodile.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah.
This is when he stands up. This is when he stands up out of his cell, or stands up from the wall and walks towards the bars.
And at that point, Ace just pretty much just goes off regaling stories about Luffy, just talking about Luffy, everything that he knows that Luffy has done so far. Mm-hmm. And you just pretty much spend the rest of this time just talking with him.
Yeah.
The camera then cuts as we leave level 6, pans up through the levels. Scyllia, you know that it's time for the first breakfast for all the guards. And you know that it's time for you to head over to where all the guards, pretty much the main, pretty much the galley where all the guards dine at. But specifically, the head guards dining area is where you're being summoned to. This is a normal thing for you. Pretty much playing chamber music for the guards of Impel Down as they dine and have meetings. But this is just a normal day for you. You head over to the main. So what do you do as you head over there?
Honestly, she'll just walk there. She has learned at this point to avoid not all contact, but quite a bit of contact with the other prisoners, as there is amounts of equally pirate hooting and hollering, but also mad jealousy. So just a lot of just straightforward, not looking at guards either. So even if she knows them, just going towards her job. However, she has been hearing some recent things about newer pirates that are not any older than her age, if not younger. So she's been specifically thinking about what they've been talking about and wanting to learn more. She's been hearing the names, hearing the worst generation, and is intrigued to hear more about it. With your permission, if it's okay, I know I went to level 5.5.
Yes.
Would there be any chance that I could just have the smallest little mini transponder snail for
Yes.
this conversation?
I would say yes. 100%. Knowing the fact that you have these inside seat meals, 100%, yeah.
That's just going to go probably the safest place is going to be tucked underneath her jelly cap, which, you know, sways as she walks, but she'll just kind of pull it up and tuck it under, as it won't be crushed, and just hear a little bit of, and then put under there. And she will, out of view, of course, when she does that, just kind of like messing with her hair, puts it in. And I'll make a sleight of hand if you need me to.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
You got it.
I'm surprised Crocodile didn't say anything when it was just like, I heard he beat up Crocodile. Like,
he was just angry. He's tired, okay?
He's tired, all right? He got his ass kicked to him by a 16-year-old boy, so...
By a water balloon.
Yes.
That was a total of 16.
Okay, yeah, you can easily pull that off.
Cool. And she will make her way, her keytar in her hands, as it has been. It is in the shape of a ship with a bust of a woman on the rounded side, where the neck of the keytar is. It leads up. All of it is made of just this beautiful kind of cherried wood. And there's a little anchor charm that hangs from the bottom of it. It looks insanely expensive, and she has not let it out of her sight once as she's been in Impel Down. Okay. But she will walk to the meeting and knock on the door to be let in.
As you're walking towards this meeting, that transponder snail you have, you hear it go off.
Yes. She's gonna kind of do this and then just go, yes.
Oh, Scyllia Chuan. Are you heading towards your usual morning conversations?
I am, Ivankov. Did you need anything?
Oh, Scyllia Chuan. This is just a normal, routine espionage that you're going to be doing. But I would like you to do me a little bit of an extra favor. If you can. Scyllia Chuan.
Anything for you. What can I do?
There is a person I need you to keep an eye out for. Scyllia Chuan. Their name is a cute little lad. He's a cute little lad with wings. His name is Quincey. I want you to keep an eye out for him. You see the little boy? He's from Scyllia. He's a young boy. He came through my doors one day. Not by purpose. No, he came because he got lost. The little boy got lost. And of course, Ivan never turns away a lost soul, a lost lamb that comes waltzing through her doors. You know that about me.
I do, and I'm one of those lucky enough that you took under your rhinestone wing.
Yes, that's what I love so much about you, Scyllia Chuan. But, this is why I especially need you to keep an eye on him. Higher ups have told me they are paying interest into him. I won't say who the higher ups, but just certain higher ups view him as a person of importance and interest. Can you please keep an eye out for him? Scyllia Chuan.
You know I'd do anything for you, so I'd be more than happy to. He does sound like a bother, though.
Oh, do not worry, Scyllia Chuan. I'm certain he will take good care of him. You are so good at keeping people safe and protecting them.
you are being too kind. It's more in debt to what you have, allowed me to do and done for me, so I would be more than happy to.
You very much see your Chuan. Now, I will let you go back to your work. Toodaloo, my dear, and the transponders.
I feel like there's like a little, like, as it clinks, the little, like, I know they always look like the character, so like just everything kind of bounces down once like the hair like kind of deflates.
Yes.
The purple afro, which
like,
fits in perfectly in her hair.
Was sticking out from underneath the cap too.
Which is, her hair is dark blue and her cap is purple, so it blends. It's perfect. She begins to, on her way, she begins to try to think if she's ever heard of Quincey, especially since she's been out and about. Can I make any kind of history check?
Give me a history check, yes.
Okay.
How much trouble am I?
You sound like you're a whole lot of trouble. She does, so she's not sure about how she feels about this. 8.
Oh, an 8. Okay. With an 8, you know nothing about this guy outside of a name. You may have seen. I would say with an 8, you have seen Quincey. You have definitely seen them once. That's it. And it was only in passing. Because the idea of a Skypean being in Impel Down is super, super rare. Because they're a very recluse society. Like Beige is like one of the few out of Skypea who's been here on the surface world. So yeah, you have seen him in passing only. You didn't know that was his name. You just knew you saw a Skypean down here once. And it was just like, huh, that's interesting kind of thing. And you just, like, didn't pay it no mind. But the fact that Ivankov pretty much told you that, yeah, there was a Skypean down here that we want you to keep an eye on, just make sure they're safe. Kind of triggered a little bit of a memory burst in you.
Okay. She is, instead of keeping her head low like she was going to, she's going to go to, she kind of knows who's newer, officer-wise. So she's going to go to, on her way, whatever level she's on, unless it's the hot one, which she will try to pass through as quickly as possible. Any other level, she'll go up to one of the more rookied officers and go, "Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a question, if you don't mind."
You make your way over to, I would say you're definitely in Beast Hell. You show up in Beast Hell. You're in the green plains of Beast Hell. You see one of the guards shoveling, not shoveling a straw. They are one of the guards is a you see a guard that is this large woman who looks like they are a sloth woman. Like, they are just really large, beefy, with these large arms that that are much longer than their body, and they're kind of like standing there keeping guard of everything. And you go up to them, ask them this question, and they go,
"Oh my god."
"Scyllia, why are you here? Breakfast starts in a few minutes."
Well, I actually told
It's
by
good to see you, though.
Can I have their name? Do I know their name?
You know their name. Their name is Jin, but it's spelled Gin.
Okay. It's wonderful to see you as well, Jin. I know, and I'm so sorry to be in such a rush. Just kind of break after rush. But
don't worry, I have all the time in the world.
I'm so glad you can spend every day at your own pace. It's wonderful to see. Now, I need to know where a certain prisoner is. The Vice Warden asked me specifically to bring him in for breakfast.
Oh, Vice Warden Magellan asked you? Well, if Magellan wants this to be done, I will help you out. Who's the person you're looking for?
He is a Skypian by the name of Quincey.
Skypian named Quincy? Yeah, I know about them. They usually are down here with manure duty. They shovel up the poop and they toss it over there to be brought down to the heat hell to be burned.
Charming. Where is he now, then?
Now, well, last I checked. Hold on. They slowly pull out a transponder snail.
Pero.
Hey, we need a bit of a APB on Quincey. Where is he at today? Quincey, he's gonna be on the first level. Doing some work up there today.
Ah, thanks.
Well, sounds like they'll be there on the first floor today. I hope that helped.
Thank you. And she's just gonna walk away.
So long.
You fucking bitch.
And just holds up the hand to wave, but by the time they hold up the hand to wave, you're already gone.
Yeah, is the first floor where breakfast is?
The first floor is definitely where breakfast is and everything is. First floor is the first level floor, is the first level. So it's like the normal prison level. That is where a lot of the administrative stuff happens there too. So yeah, it's definitely everything is up there in that area.
Got it. She's going to now run because she's late. And run up the stairs, and there's just like this muttering under her breath, like, can't believe she can speak slow when I'm there, but when there's business, she's mad. She's not happy about it. She'll get to the first floor as quickly as possible. And is there any, because I assume this is where I really know people, is there anyone on this level that I recognize and I have good relationship with?
Yeah, there's a lot of people you recognize up here.
Who's the most susceptible? Like, who is the most easily manipulated?
I would. Okay, you really want to go this route? Who's the most easily manipulated?
Not that route. It's just in case of a scenario.
Don't worry.
I got to.
We're going with the most patziest, markiest person that you hang out with
my
on the
God.
first level.
Oh my God.
You are looking
Thanks.
around on this first level, and what you see a man with a beautiful head of bright blue hair. White makeup on their face. Red nose sitting right there. And he's like leaning on the cell wall, looking all like
Buggy D. Clown, King of the Pirates!
he just leaned there against the cell wall, looking bitter or maybe impatient. You don't know. Just leaning there.
I didn't know I was gonna interact with my idol, Buggy D. Clown, today. Shit. And she'll walk over and match the energy and go, hard day?
Oh, Scyllia. Yeah, how's it going? Listen. What do you know about guard schedules?
It's everything and nothing. What do you need?
I just need the guard schedules is all I need. Just what they're gonna be doing in, I don't know, the next couple of hours.
Hours? What are you planning?
If I told you what I was doing, it wouldn't be a surprise, Scyllia. Look, I just need this info. That's it. I'll make it worth your while. You give me something, I'll give you something. That's how it works, right? That's how it works down here.
You're absolutely right, and I am more than happy. Our business relationship has just been wonderful, so I would never want to mess that up.
Oh no. You take good care of me while I'm down here too. I mean, you looking out for me. I am not gonna forget about you when I leave here one day. Wait.
Good,
Mallory's
and
boss, he totally forgot about her.
dot. Well, I need a little information on a Skypean that's up here.
Oh, you mean Quincey?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What do you want to know about him?
I need him for a project.
You need him for? I mean, whatever he can do, I could probably do 10 times better.
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise.
I see what you did there. Okay. All right, what do you want to know about this kid?
I heard he's up here on the first floor, and he's normally not, so why would be a fantastic reason. And also where?
Well, you didn't hear it from me, but I heard they've been shuffling him around the floors because they screwed up.
Huh?
Word has it, now this is not my word saying this, because I am gonna speak really positive about the guards here. But it looks like to me that that kid was here because of a clerical error, maybe? I don't know.
Oh.
But I would just keep an eye out for him, and maybe he's one of those lying types, you know, the type that really just falls into dumb luck everywhere they go and they just get hoisted up by their own petard. I don't know anything about that.
Narrator, he knew everything about that. Well, do you know where he's at?
Yeah, he's probably down by the bathrooms. They got him cleaning up the toilets today.
Ironic. She will just go ahead and she'll pull out a piece of paper, like just kind of that's like folded up, and it has sheet music on it. And she will go ahead and look over it, make sure it matches everyone. She hides schedules and sheet music, and she'll slide it over to him and go, "That card is A, B, C. You'll see the rounds on there."
He like looks at the paper like, "Oh, perfect. Thanks. I mean, you have no idea how much of a big help you were." And he puts the note into his pocket and just go.
And she'll just give him a little this back and go, Well, don't get into too much trouble, and if for some reason those rounds help you in any way, I hope to see you again someday.
Yeah, later, prisoner that I have no idea who they are.
She's gonna look to the guards, and I feel like they're just like...
Guards, like, look at you, or like...
She's gonna... sorry this is taking so long. She's gonna go towards the bathrooms and go try to find Quincey.
When you get to the bathrooms, Quincey, you are in the bathrooms. You were sent up here, kind of rough-like. And you were given a mop and just shoved into the bathrooms and told to clean. Because it was like, when they told you that, like, look, we just need you here just to clean. Just clean up the entire bathrooms, all right? Don't ask questions, just get to work.
As soon as, like, probably earlier, when Buggy was talking about me, just, like, did the whole classic... Weird.
Maybe it was a... Shoot! Aw. Cleaning? Your poor nose.
I just... As soon as the guards, like, turned around, just, like... whatever.
So you're cleaning up away in this, in the bathrooms. And, you hear someone enter the room, and Scyllia, you see Quincey cleaning up the bathrooms. What do you do, Scyllia?
She's gonna lean against the wall, kind of cross her arms with the keytar kind of being held in the further second set of hands below that aren't crossed. But her top arms are crossed. And she's just watching.
If you're gonna beat me up, it's better to do it now before I finish cleaning the bathroom.
I mean, that's not normally how I say hello, but if that's what you prefer. And she'll just kind of like move, kind of give a dad kind of like move sound, and just like make it a big deal and just start kind of walking over.
Just kind of just like puts the mop against the wall and just like, let's just get this over with. Haven't I seen you before?
That depends. Where do you think you've seen me?
I feel like it's like looks at you, looks at the keytar, looks at you again. You're the floater.
That's a way to put it.
Well, what do you want?
Well, it seems that you get in a whole lot of trouble, and I've been sent to keep my eye out on you. You're coming with me.
I just got here. The guards told me that I had to be here, and I know you're tight with the guards. So where am I going this time?
You play an instrument?
Have I played an instrument?
Well, can you?
I mean, we had, like, mandatory woodwind stuff back in Scyllia, but it's been ages since I did that.
Well, I don't know if I can get you a wood instrument, but can you whistle? Anything? Sing?
I can whistle.
That'll work. And she'll kind of grab your arm with one of her hands and start guiding you with her. She'll, as she approaches one of the guards that was meaning to keep Quincey on duty, she'll go, "The Vice Warden asked me to bring him to breakfast. Maybe he'll be a better use with me."
Oh, I suppose if the Vice Warden is asking that, give me a persuasion.
Well, I was gonna say,
Or deception. Persuasion or deception.
can I give him a scary look and make it intimidation?
Yeah, totally.
18.
Okay. This guard, they look at you when you kind of give this intimidating look of like, don't ask questions, and they're like, oh, right, yeah, sure. You take him away. I was not here. I will mind my business. And they turn around, just like go back to minding their business, like this did not happen.
Once they turn around again,
You're gonna feel the same glare, and she's gonna whisper, "Don't fuck this up."
all right.
And then they're gonna go towards the breakfast hall, and then she'll let go of his arm now that, you know, they're kind of out of sight of who is keeping them on duty, and will look slightly down to him as he's slightly shorter. So, Ivankov and you know each other?
Can I make an insight check on Scyllia?
You totally can make an insight check on this.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 24.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So, Scyllia, are you lying anything about this? You're hiding any information here?
And no. Well, I mean, she always kinds of, from what you can tell, asks things open-endedly and like makes things kind of mysterious. But it seems like she knows the answer's already yes.
Yeah, I just kind of that insight was kind of like since I'm like, as far as I know, she's just tight with guards, and somehow I'm suspicious because like she's asking about Ivankov, and I'm just like, I ain't no rat.
Yeah, you get that vibe from him that you may have to do something a little bit more to prove that that you're tight with Ivankov.
She'll kind of just scratch at her head, kind of lift up the jelly cap that sits on her head that kind of bounces as she walks. And you'll see a little Ivankov, little snail, little transponder snail, and then we'll just put it back down.
You definitely recognize this as the same transponder snail Ivankov gave you.
It just kind of like reaches over to his wing, plucks one of the feathers, and like flips it over. There's the transponder snail.
That's cute. I love that. I thought so.
So, what, are you my babysitter now?
Yeah. And she doesn't look happy about it. I can't think of any better way to explain it.
Alright, so... I mean, Ivankov said that they were gonna give me something to do soon. Is this the time?
I don't know. I was basically just told to make sure that you're watched and taken care of. But I have things I have to do myself, so you have to come with me to be able to be watched. Which is why we're heading to the main guards, the head guards specifically, and I play music during the breakfast. That's why I asked if you can whistle. You have to fit in somehow.
Okay.
Just something entertaining. I don't care.
Gotcha. Whatever it takes, huh? All right.
And she's just gonna kind of give him a bump and a bump on the arm with her hand and go, I'm sure it'll be good. And even if you mess up, don't worry. I'll cover you. But it's nice to meet you, I suppose. My name's Scyllia.
Quincey.
And she'll shake his hand. She this whole time she's had this really kind of soft, off-putting is a good way to say it smile, where you know there's something hidden behind it, but she seems generally harmless, and she'll walk you to the bathroom.
As you shake, you do see the prison cuffs.
Oh. That sucks.
Yeah. It does.
What do you do?
Now, I can't give all my cards away.
She'll give a real smile for that and go, I see you. And they'll go to breakfast.
So
Like looks down, sees Buggy, is like, hey, fuck you.
Okay, that will actually. Do you say that?
It's like, hey, Buggy, stop talking shit about me.
what?
And
Fuck you, Quincey.
Fuck you, Buggy.
Fuck you, Quincey. Why don't you come over here and say that to me, Quincey?
Fuck you.
Oh my
Separate
God.
and come over here.
Oh, why don't you come over here and sneeze on me? Is that what you're gonna do?
she's gonna grab Quincy's arm and go, okay, now we really have to go. And like, oh, this is her job. This is why she's here. And we'll just pull. And
All right,
then
I won't start shit immediately. Start shit.
and then she'll look down to Buggy and go, Buggy, you're better than this, sweetie.
No, I'm not.
No,
Fuck.
he's not.
No, you're right.
As you're pulling Quincey away, you hearing Buggy just yelling a storm of obscenities back at Quincey. And you make your way to the dining hall area. As you guys are all this point of the day, you guys are making your way dining hall. Bartz, you've been talking away with Ace. But then eventually, the normal routines of the prison suddenly stops as the sounds of alarms start echoing throughout the halls. And you hear, you see all the transponder snails that are sitting on the walls that act as megaphones around the area all wake up. And you hear them saying, "Attention! Attention! There has been an escape on level 1 of Impel Down. I repeat, there has been escape on level 1 of Impel Down. One Buggy the Clown has escaped from their cell, along with a prisoner who has entered here. He's made this escape with someone else,
We're still trying to keep a lookout for him, but all guards, be on alert. Buggy the Clown and someone else has orchestrated some kind of escape here. Be on guard.
And you're hearing this echo throughout the halls as you guys are as you're doing about your day.
We'll be right back, but I just wanted to take the time to thank you for watching and supporting the Lurking Legends of One Piece adventure. The One Piece world and characters were created by Eiichiro Oda. Please support the official release of the manga and the anime. The One Piece 5e homebrew was created by Mr. Silvers and their team over on Reddit. Our music is provided by Scott Buckley at scottbuckley.com.au and Michael Ghelfi Studios on YouTube. Our players this episode are Serenity, aka Click Clack Snack, as Scyllia, Christian, aka A Fluffy Goomba, as Bartz, Wally, aka Wally132, as the Lore of the Sea, and myself, AJ, aka Hoosha Kid, as Quincey. The character art was done by Serenity, and the editing and overlays were done by me. And if any of that did not stick, all the information will be provided in the description of the video. Now, let's get back to Lurking Legends.
You two, Scyllia and Quincey, you get told that the breakfast is not happening today. You get told to head down to level 5 is where they tell you to go. To pretty much lock yourself away up at level 5 for now. Guards run past your cell, Bartz, and they kind of do a check to make sure you are still in here. There's nothing fishy going on or anything like that. They run by, shine a light into the cells Bartz, are you in here still?
It'll take more than a clown to make me break out of here.
Yeah, well, they're actually going to be moving one of the prisoners because of the other person that's part of this break-in.
You can tell me. What am I going to do down here?
Yeah. Word has it is that... well, it doesn't matter anyway. He looks at Ace. I mean, they're moving you because, well, you're about to die in a couple of hours. And Ace looks like, what do you mean? Yeah, they moved your execution up, kid. They're going to make the world government, they decided to make a martyr out of you. They want to make an example out of you to the rest of the world. Especially since, well, apparently, your brother is here to break you out. And they open up the jail cell, and you see Ace, looks crestfallen. Wait, what do you mean my brother is here? What do you mean my brother is here? What? And they punch Ace on the back of the head, and he slumps over, and he gets dragged out the cell. Bartz, you see pretty much Ace just getting pulled out of this cell, getting dragged down the hallway. It goes quiet. Only sound is the constant klaxon that is going on of these Denden Mushi just going bap, bap, bap. It's quiet. And you hear a voice break through the darkness. Huh. I guess these youngins are something special, isn't it? You recognize this voice as your dearest friend. Person you have sailed with many, many years in the past. The first son of the sea, Jinbei. Because Jinbei was sharing a cell with Ace when he was brought in.
They've certainly got the spark we used to have. Though not creative names Buggy the Clown. That's... we can get a little better than that, can't we?
I don't think so.
But it is something to think about. I mean, I don't know it. This new generation, obviously they're just here to cause trouble. I mean, it's not like they're anything special or anything. What do you think?
I mean, isn't that what pirates do best? Cause trouble. Besides, if they're having fun, let them have fun. But at the same time, why should they get to have all the fun? I mean, I don't feel done. You feel done?
When you say that, Jinbei like looks up and he looks like he like rubs his chin a bit thinking about this, and he's like, I'll be honest with you, Bartz. I put myself in here for a reason. So are you. You can do whatever you want to do. I say, follow this little spark that has been put inside your heart and go with it. Me, I think I may need a little bit proof to see if these kids are really all they're saying to me. I'll say this, though. If you feel like you gotta get up and do something, I say you do it right now. And when he says that, the guard who was slowly walking away from the jail cell, he gets up with blinding speed, grabs the guard, and bam, slams them back against the bars, knocking them out. I think you should do something right now. Take advantage of all this. He reaches over and kicks the keys from the guard's waist over to you. He drops the guard and he sits back in the corner of the cell. Because what kind of friend would I be if I didn't do what I could to do to help a dear friend start the next chapter of their life?
There's a bit of calm for a second, a bit of quiet, along with the alarming snails. And he picks up the keys, he looks at them, and as he's looking at the keys, and he looks at his tattoo. Sun never fails to rise. Why should I stop rising?
Well, you know what the song says. Either we wake up one day to see the dawn, we all become bones and die.
I don't think I'm ready to die just yet, so he gets up, heads to the cell door, opens it.
The door opens, and you are able to escape from your cell. What do you as you leave out of your cell, Jinbei nods to you, and as you head down the hallway, you see the other people stuck in cells right now. You see Crocodile. You see a bunch of other prisoners who just kind of like watch you as you walk out, because they know that you would not free them. like they kind of know this for a fact. It's kind of like this unspoken like feeling. Crocodile watches you get up and walk past their cell. He just nods. He nods and goes, well, I guess you proved me wrong.
I mean, come on. It's gonna get out of here eventually. You'll get your chance. Both at your revenge and getting out. Who knows? Might get another chance at that boy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That kid has nothing to do with my plans. What I have planned going next. But if I see him, I know what I'll do. Oh, and I know what I'll do the next time I see you, Bartz. So you just keep an eye over your shoulder.
I'm gonna miss those dry threats.
Dry threats is the only kind of threats I know how to do.
See you, Croc.
And with that, you head up to the stairs, going upward. And I think at this point we see like a little cutout of Impel Down. You see at the top level, you see two little circles. You see one circle that represents Luffy, and one circle that represents Buggy on the first floor. You see a circle that represents Scyllia and a circle that represents Quincey making their way from the second floor to the third floor. And you see a circle that represents Bartz coming up from the 6th floor, going up to the 5th floor. It is pure chaos in the prison right now. Alarms are going off. Guards are running everywhere. Scyllia and Quincey, you're doing your best to just duck guards as it is pure, as they're just as this whole lockdown situation, as a whole like lockdown prison break situation is going on right now. As you guys make your way from level 3 to level 4, you guys are making your way from level 3 to level 4, like ducking and dodging different kind of guards as you're making way there. What do you guys do?
Do you have anything out of character? Because I do have something, but if you have ideas.
I mean, all I was going to say was, who's dumb enough to break into a prison?
I don't know. I do know they have to be dumb enough to actually trust Buggy.
Very true.
Which we're not going to tell anyone, but just this big kind of smirk is on her lips. I may or may not give him the guard's schedule. So that could have been us.
Well, we'll see. We'll see just how far these idiots go.
You know, they could have probably gotten further if we were with them. If you didn't start barking at him like a dog. Making fun of him. Maybe we would have been included.
But it's so easy to make fun of him.
Don't you fly? Wouldn't you prefer to take the high road? She kind of just laughs to herself a little bit. She's a little like a little hachi, like a little giggle.
As if I haven't heard that one before.
Oh, you probably have. Don't worry. And then she's kind of looking around. I'll think of more.
Yeah, I'm not above it. I came down for a reason.
She's looking like, I see you. Well, she's going to pluck the little transponder snail from her head, and then call.
You hear the transponder snail rings for a bit, and it clicks, and you hear the voice of I have a coffee on this other end.
Oh, Scyllia Chuan, are you okay? I'm hearing such a kerfuffle is going on upside. Are you fine, though? Did you obtain the young boy?
Well, young boy is correct. You also didn't tell me that he causes so much trouble.
Oh, well, we wouldn't all be troublemakers if we weren't here, were we? Will we, Scyllia Chuan?
You're right. There's an escape going on, I'm sure you've heard. Quincey and I have been sent back down. Luckily enough, I'm still trustworthy enough that I'm still free roaming. Would you prefer if we met you on 5.5?
Oh, my dear. There's many things going on right now. After finding out of this prison escape, certain things will be moving. What I need you... Yes, we are leaving. This is the day. But things will be getting very hairy. So what I need you to do is this. I need you to head to the first floor. Well, no, do not head to the first floor yet. No. Meet me here in New Kama Land. We can discuss there further. Make sure the boy's with you.
I'll get a leash if I have to. I have one stop I need to make beforehand.
Oh, yes, of course. But make sure you arrive here with the boy.
Will do. Say goodbye, boy.
I have a name.
That's good enough. And click. And she's just gonna look.
I'm gonna look at Scyllia. It's just like, we need to make a stop? Don't we need to hurry? We're going through the fire.
It's gonna sound really weird in context, but she's gonna kind of look around real quick, and she's gonna start lifting up her shirt a little bit. No. God, no.
What? You just lifting your shirt up?
Yeah. How old are you? 16?
How old am I?
Hey DM, how old am I?
How old am I?
I remember how old your character is.
I'm 24. I don't remember.
I don't know. I think so.
How old is Scyllia? I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest.
I think you're... I thought we were like the same age. I set her to either... What was... I know, I set her to 25. Yeah, you're younger.
Yeah, I'm 24.
Then... I'm not going to say you've probably seen it before because, well, anyway.
Wow.
But...
All right.
And she's just going to show just not really... It looks homemade. You're going to see a brand that was... It's extremely scarred. And like it looks like it was pushed on, pulled off, pushed on. So it has little bits of layers on it. But you see the same sun brand. Mm-hmm. That would be for the Fishman Pirates. I know there are people below that need my help, and I wouldn't be a true fisherman at heart if I left them behind.
Well, you know what they say. If you're a pirate, then you're free indeed.
Well, you're free to come along then. And she kind of pulls down her shirt. And is gonna start heading towards where... Because I know she knows Bartz, but mainly she's thinking Jinbei in this situation.
Okay. So you guys are heading down to level 6.
Yeah, we're probably going to hit head on.
So you guys are heading down to level 6. Bartz, you're heading up from level 6. And it's about like about a half hour passes as you guys are traveling through the prison. It is chaos. There is fighting going all around you. Not fighting, just chaos. No one's really fighting. It's just people running everywhere. And when you guys meet up right as you two are heading down the level from leaving level 4. You just went through a sweltering pit of fire hell as you're heading towards level 5, which is a little bit of much of a relief for you, Scyllia. Bartz, you're heading up into level 5 from level 6, and you guys meet as you head into the frozen hell area of this level. You see Bartz coming up from level 6 as you guys are entering in from level 5, and you meet on this first floor, on the 5th floor. Scyllia, you see Bartz, someone you have heard stories about, that you know about this former fishman pirate who's down there. Bartz, you know stories about Scyllia, that she's known as the Floater. Someone who just goes between these levels willy-nilly. You don't know much about the other kid, though. But you definitely recognize Scyllia.
Thought the point of a prison break was to break out, not come back in.
She's looking around you. You're alone?
I am.
Is Jinbei okay?
The old cod's fine. He's just not ready to come out yet.
She's kind of like peeking behind him. Well, I was coming for you two, to be honest.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but you just got me. He's not ready yet. When he is, he'll come.
Who's the old guy?
Smack on the arm, just a whop!
That's fine. What are you up? First floor?
You know, I don't really have a home in this prison. They kind of put me everywhere, except 6. I'm not that bad, or whatever.
So, like me being a floater, he's just a mistake.
Oh, ouch!
And she's just gonna give you a smile, be like, "I'm kidding."
Literally, the classic anime, just arrow just sticking through.
You are here by mistake, right?
I mean, I'm gonna...
No one's here by mistake. There's a reason he's here. There's a reason he's here.
By the way, this is the boy, as we've been calling him.
My name is Quincey. If you're gonna call me a nickname, call me Trick.
No.
Oh, no.
Why? Do you do magic tricks?
Let's just go to Nukama.
We're going to Nukama.
Lead the way.
She's kind of starts going towards her cell since it's on the 5th floor. This is the easiest way.
I thought lead the way meant getting the hell out of here.
Well, we have to stop by. I assume you've never been there. It is. We're going on an adventure. Is the best way to describe it.
Do I get to know the destination?
Yeah, level 5.5 for now.
I know about Ivankov, right, GM? I've heard things about.
You've heard.
5.5. I was never given the luxury of going to 5.5.
Yeah, you've never been to Nukama Land. You've definitely never been to Nukama Land. Right. You've only heard stories of Nukama Land.
Gotcha.
You know that Ivankov is here in the prison.
Right.
But you don't know about this safe haven that was created. So the fact is, you've never heard of Nukama Land, so you're like, this will be definitely new to you.
They built something while I was traveling down these levels. didn't know prisons renovated like that.
It's a personal touch.
All right, so Scyllia, what does your secret entrance to New Land look like?
So I think her cell is actually above everyone else's. It's livable. So there's the ground, like, you know, like it's her own cell. It's very small. But on the ground, she has like a little stack of just something cheap as bedding. It's not a lot. But she asked if she was allowed to put up a tapestry to bring color into the room. And they said yes. So behind the wall, behind the tapestry, it's kind of hard to see, but there's cracks along the wall, and then if you push in, the door pulls out, and a tunnel begins. So she kind of looks around. She looks around like there's not a conundrum going on, goes, oh yeah, and pulls it back, pushes, and then the thick wall moves out of the way. I'm gonna say Bartz will probably need to squeeze.
Yeah, it's definitely a tight squeeze, because this was made just for Scyllia.
Quincy's fine.
Quincy's fine, yeah. Quincy's got
I
this.
gotta like tuck in my wings a little bit.
It looks like
definitely Quincy's like muttering to himself the whole time. It's like it's a good nickname. Like fucking, like it's on my wanted poster. Like that's what they call me. They call me Trey.
She doesn't know that you shoot guns, like trick shot. She'll open the pathway, and then she'll. Did you want to go through the path or not?
Good, let's go. Let's just.
And she'll let Quincey go first, and before Bartz goes through, she's gonna stop him kind of and put out her hand, all four of them, for him to decide. Go. By the way, I'm Scyllia.
And he takes two of them. And he shakes them. He just like this. He's very nice to meet you. Good handshake.
Thanks. I like to give people the choice.
And he shakes those two, and then he shakes the other ones.
She definitely. How good? Okay, I know other characters. Your passive perception is high as fuck. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception for this bad boy is 17.
Wow.
Wow.
Only one
Fuck.
than me.
Fuck. Definitely, you know how when someone meets, like, not specifically their hero, but someone, like, adjacent to their hero?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that like, kind of, like excited, smile, blush, like that big excitement?
Right.
She's definitely having that right now.
Gotcha. I think as he's going to shake the other pair of hands, he goes, all right, show me something new.
I'm full of, tricks. Maybe that should be my nickname. And she'll call it down the hallway as she goes in.
You didn't give me a fucking choice.
What's that, boy?
Man, I want to call you a squid so badly.
Do it, please! Yes! Especially since she's not one. She'll be like, I'm a fucking jellyfish.
I guess I just follow behind Scyllia.
so. You head down this secret passageway, and as you head down the passageway, it's very quiet. Like the sound of the alarms slowly die out in the distance, and you push open this last secret door. And you walk into this room that looks like the entrance hall of this fantastic looking mansion. It is quiet. Very quiet. And then you hear it. Oh, my darlings, I am so glad for you to come here to my domicile. Oh. we have our usual guest here, and a spotlight shines on Scyllia. And we have the young gentleman, young Quincey Trick himself, and a spotlight shines on you, Quincey.
And I'm just like, see?
See? Oh, he doesn't dab. Please tell me he dabs. How would the spotlight shines on him? Is it like dark, but like the spotlight shines on he's already dabbing?
He's dabbing, and then when she says like your nickname, it goes into it turns into a ta-da.
Like, you've done this before. Like, this is normal for you. Oh, this is normal for you guys. Like, you know that he does this every single time. So you pose when there's light shown on you.
I'd like to roll a performance for how good my pose
Give me a
is.
performance roll.
Oh, damn. I'm not good at that.
That's really good. This is gonna be very JoJo's.
Love it. Love the further both feet.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's a 19.
Oh shit, nice.
Fuck yeah! I got a 24.
Nice.
We're doing great.
Good job, you two.
I'm like, I am flying and dabbing. And then, like, as I come down, I'm just like, see?
Dude, just make Quincey a Fortnite kid. Like, this is what your character feels like. I love it.
I love Quincey so much because he's such, like, a modern kid. But it's so good. It is so good. I love Quincey so much.
Celia's gonna evoke, but have all of her hands, like, in different positions.
Yes.
And then her guitar is like balancing like on like against her side as she's like legs posed as well. Vogue.
And the last spotlight falls on you, Bartz. Bartz, what did you get for your performance?
I didn't even roll performance.
Roll me performance, because you feel compelled that you have to do something. Because you saw your other two travelers do this thing. You feel compelled to do something here.
It's just so high or so low, no in between.
I'm like wondering if you should do it at disadvantage.
I'm kind of thinking.
I'm planning on doing a disadvantage.
I'm gonna say a disadvantage. Give it to me a disadvantage because you just got caught off guard. You're put on
I
the
don't know what
spot
the
here.
fuck's happening. What the fuck is this shit? This is new to me.
Is this the worst generation? Thanks, I hate it.
Is this the worst generation? Is this what we're doing for the worst generation?
First generation is just a bunch of.
That's at a disadvantage. That's a 4.
Okay, so with the 4, the spotlight shines on you, and you hear Ivankov say, "And we have here a legend among legends, a member of the original Sun Pirates himself, Bartz." And the shot, the spotlight.
I think the spotlight's like little bright. He's just like, what?
Yes, my darling. I have been waiting for this with such anticipation.
See? No, come back! Where are you going?
Does he do this all the time?
He's gonna go get a coffee.
Is this what? Is this?
This is where the eye catcher would go.
This is
This is where the poster of the eye catcher would go.
You think you have to play the headphones again? As
all the lights turn on and you see Ivankov at the top of this stairwell, and you see every single member of New Kamaland just there. All like they look like it's normally when the lights come on, it looks like a party is about to happen, but this time it looks like they're preparing for what's been going down. Like they're still partying, but it looks like they're also preparing for this prison break. As Ivankov like runs down the stairs like this, and they slide in front of you three, their giant head taking like 3/4 of their body. My darlings, I'm so glad that you have made it down here. Scyllia, Quincey, and Bartz,
My heart is full of joy to see you here. Now, as you know, there is a large prison break going on. Isn't that wonderful? That is fantastic. I did not expect this. Well, I did, just not now. So, because of that, well, we have you three here. That saves me a bit of a trip that I need to make. Oh, well, how about this? Now, I'll have you three. I want you three leading out now. You will be part of the first wave of the escapees that will be leaving the prison. I have my own purposes for doing this. Right now, I cannot get all of you caught up into it. Especially you, Quincey. And she pats a hand on your shoulder and gives it a squeeze. You are very important in more ways than you realize.
It's kind of... Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly. I'm gonna insight check that shit.
Me too.
I don't know who this kid is, but apparently he's important enough.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
I think she's just disgusted by the reaction because they rolled very, very low. So I've rolled 4 on the dice. I feel like she's just looking at Quincey and going, "Shut up!"
I didn't even say anything.
Your moves are saying everything.
with a +7 to my insight, that is a 24.
Okay. You know they are telling the truth. They are 100% telling the truth. Like she says, when she says, like, you know this about Eiichiro, that when she says something, she means it. And the fact that if they are saying that Quincey is important, there is a reason why they're saying they are. Like, she may be holding some information from you about this.
Well, how are we getting out of here then?
Well, originally what I had planned to do was my plan is to get everyone to these ships and have it escape throughout the normal ways of that ships leave. Hopefully, none of the other prison guards will take notice of that you are all part of this. The point is this: we'll just have you during this chaos take advantage of the fact that certain guards will be leaving the island for safety purposes. You'll be amongst them. Plain and simple. That's it. Nothing else. I have other things I need to prepare for. Certain guests will be coming here very soon, and I need to prepare for it. But I just need you three to get to where the boats are at and prepare to leave. That's all I need you to do. Do I make myself clear?
If I may ask, what about the ace boy? He seems pretty high profile. They got his execution faster than I ever seen any prisoners.
Wait. Fire Fist is here?
When did he get here?
Yes.
When he got here, I don't know, but he's down there for what, a couple of hours?
Yes.
That's it?
The boy, the young Fire Fist, he's being used as an example. They are going to execute him today.
Apparently, someone broke into the prison. And, well, they're making quite the trouble for the guards out there.
You see, Eiichiro looks pensive, like she wants to talk more about this.
But it seems we don't have time to talk.
No, we don't have... The most I can tell you is that Ace will be taken care of. Don't worry. My utmost priority is to make sure that you, my little babies, are free from this prison. And you would not be here unless you wanted to be free, correct?
Yeah, I got some scores to settle. And Quincey's gonna take off the top part to just let his wings like fully extend out and just be like, all right, and then tie it around his waist, and then go over to what I assume they have, like a weapons cache.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, go over there and take out a pistol, just kind of like, and like try to look for something related to a Tonfa, but probably it's just like, I'll just stick with the gun for now.
So you got all that, and Ivankov will fill you in on what you need to do on having that. You have to make it to the first level. You have to make it back to the first level, and then just head to the ships and just blend in with the rest of the guards who are trying to evacuate. Well, not the guards, but just like the prison staff who are trying to evacuate. They look at you, each one of you, and they say, what I will make sure is that you will not be on a ship staying in North Blue. You will be going to South Blue. I feel like that is the only place I know I can send some of us without being fly under the radar and be safe and inconspicuous for a while before any other moves occur. I should at least be honest with you. And she looks at you, Quincey. I am not certain why, but Dragon views you as a person of importance.
I feel like just like flinches at that. It's like Dragon?
Yes.
The revolution?
I don't know why, but apparently Dragon feels you are important.
I feel a growing smile. I feel like it's just if you ever seen Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's like the whole turn around and smile that Mikey does after yelling loudly in the library, just like
She's gonna look at you and go, "Oh, is that the trick? Your connections?"
Just like takes out, like spins the gun. Is like, only one of my many talents.
I hope you drop it. I hope you drop it.
Well, you're handcuffed too, so it's like.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Give me a sleight of hand check.
You're like handcuffed like this, because those cuffs are like.
Yep, even a disadvantage. Roll that sleight of hand with disadvantage because your hands are bound up and everything.
Oh, please drop it. If you don't, it will be equally as cool.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Crit failed.
So, you take this gun, you have this moment like, yeah, it's what I do. And you flip the gun in your fingers and you toss it up into the air. The gun spins. It falls on your head, bounces off your head. You try to catch it. You fumble with it. It drops. A bullet fires out of the gun and ping, 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 ricochets everywhere before going right through Ivankov's afro, leaving a hole.
Oh, fuck.
Scyllia, there's gonna be a second of like the smoke clearing. She's gonna look.
I just imagine the spotlight followed Quincey that entire round. Like
It was
The spotlight conductor was going through the bullet.
It was a spin, and then it wasn't like, I don't even think like Bartz or Scyllia or anyone else moved. It was just the bullet was moving around Quincey, and Quincey was doing the whole shit, fuck, and then just goes.
Yeah, she's gonna clap.
And then just
That's good.
shit just like slowly picks up the gun.
Was that the trick?
Puts it back.
That's a pretty good trick. Do it again.
Can someone get me out of this?
Oh, no, sweetie, we don't have the keys to those. I'm sorry.
She's gonna pull the transponder sail and go. Do you need this more than we do?
No. Keep the transponder, Snail. Consider that a connection with us. And of course, young Quincey also has one too. And just to be on the safe side. She snaps her fingers, and you see someone run on over to them. You see this very androgynous looking fellow who is like one half of their outfit is bright orange and the other half is like white, and they have like a fro that's matching that color scheme completely. They reach into the coat and pull and produce a large sheet of paper, and they rip off a corner of it and they give it to you, Bartz.
Bartz will take it.
That is my Vivre card. If you need it, you'll know where to find me if you ever come to the point of you do need to find me. You see, like, when you hold the card, like, the little tip of the paper is, like, no matter where you turn this piece of paper in the room, like, a tip of it just kind of, like, bends towards Ivankov.
Keep that in mind if we ever get in that much trouble.
I hope it never gets to that, but just consider this a little bit of a lifeline to me.
Knowing our lifestyle, I don't think we can keep that promise now, can we?
Very true. It's our life, isn't it? Now, children, go. Head on up to the first level. Meld in with the other escapees and find your way out. I hope every single one of you will be safe. And she taps you one by one on the forehead. You feel like a bit of a bless put upon you.
Oh. Feel like their relationship is really good. She would definitely give Ivankov a hug if Ivankov would accept a hug, which...
Oh, Ivankov would totally accept a hug.
Yeah, she would definitely give him a hug.
I also love how Ivankov is calling us all kids, even though Bartz is probably like a full...
Like the same age?
is like a 45 years old.
He's like...
He's a baby!
He's like 40, maybe 42 years old.
Actually, Ivankov is 51.
Oh shit, nice.
Oh, you're still a baby?
Yeah, Ivankov is 50.
Nice.
Doesn't look a day over 35.
No, it doesn't. No,
with the large head. She'll give Ivankov a hug and then kind of like hold the shoulders. You know, that really dramatic. This is gonna be that dramatic shit where it's just like the hold goes. We'll reach out if we haven't heard from you in at least 72 hours.
Thank you, my dear. And she like takes a hand and pats you on the cheek. Now go. I must prepare for our next guests that are coming through. And a door opens up not too far away, like it slides open, a large door, big enough for all three of you to walk through, appears. And she escorts you over to that door for you guys, to head through. As you guys are leaving out of this, heading through the door, you see that it's kind of like a small room that you're in. And when you get into the room comes into the room, you see that that person from before who gave you the Vivre card is in there with you. As they are standing in this room with you, you kind of see from the far end the other entrance to Nukama Land. The door slides open, and you see coming rushing into the room. The last thing you see is Jinbei running into the room, carrying a young man, looks no more, maybe about 16 years old. He's wearing a blue vest and black shorts, and hanging from his neck, dangling, is a straw hat. And Jinbei's like, he took a lot of poison. He took a lot of poison from the chief warden. We need to take care of him right now. And you hear Ivankov like, Luffy, sweetie, Jinbei, get him lying down over there. We need to do something. We need a blood transfusion. And Jinbei looks like, hook me up. I'll give him the transfusion he needs. And that's the last thing you hear as the door slams closed on you all. This person that's in there with you looks at each one of you and says, you're doing a big help by doing this. You have to understand. We need reach out there in every part of the world. The government is getting too much. They hold out the hand and they make like a little scissor motion with their fingers. And those little two fingers like turn into a gigantic pair of scissors that just cuts a hole in the wall, and they peel it open. And you see a hallway where a bunch of like prisoners, like prison staff, are just running down the hall. Merge with that crowd, and you'll find the ship that you need to get on. Good luck. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just like tucking my wings as close as I can to my body, like putting my hand, like hiding the cuffs as much as I could, and just kind of like going in.
I think because of our connection to Jinbei separately, I think Bartz just looks at Scyllia and is like, told you he'd find his way out. Come on.
She still's kind of staring back and just nods. And then we'll slowly turn and run into the crowd with you all. I'm trying to see if there's any... I have like a minor illusion. That's like really the only spell I have that will make us blend in any easier. Is there any way I can use that to kind of maybe around us?
I would say, give me, I want Scyllia. Just give me a wisdom check, please.
Oh no.
And roll it at advantage.
Okay. Thank God for advantage. 20, unnatural.
Okay. All three of you kind of like... It's a very tense moment because you gotta like merge in with this crowd right at the exact time, so you don't draw any attention to yourself. But you guys kind of stick out in the crowd in each of your own reasons. One being a fish person, one being from a Skype, and one being from the Long Arm tribe. But Scyllia, you are kind of like watching everyone run past, one by one. The crowd's getting bigger and bigger. And then you feel it. You feel this, you get this gut feeling that tells you, you hear something tell you, like, you should go into the lineup now. You should go in there right now. Don't waste this moment. Take it right now and get into this lineup. And it's like this gut feeling, like, but it's not like a feeling from your gut. It's like something is telling you right now, like some voice is telling you that you should be doing this right now.
She will, as soon as she hears that, instinctively she'll grab both Bartz and Quincey by the arm and pull them in and just go into the line, staying silent, just watching the surroundings, and pull everyone in when she gets that feeling.
And you guys just merge right in with this group. And the way you saw Scyllia do this, it was almost as if like it was like pure reflex that Scyllia did it. Like she knew what she was doing. But you guys meld in with this crowd as you head over to the evacuee ship. You guys pile on. The ship goes through the various locks and slowly pulls out into the ocean. You see Impel Down slowly drift away from you as you are amongst all these other prison escapees, well, evacuees who work there. But then it happens. A dark shadow falls upon the ship. It's almost as if clouds are rolling in, perfectly timed, as a large galleon slowly makes its way over to you guys. You don't see it at first, but you see the Jolly Roger slowly rise up. It's a black flag with 3 skulls on it. The ship slowly pulls in, and you can see one large man standing at the helm of the ship. He looks at your ship, your craft, and he points at you. You can't hear what he's saying, but you just see that he has this large man, and he just looks like he's giving the most disgusting, most offensive laugh you have ever seen, as he points a finger at your ship and cannons fire at it. One after another, cannonballs fly into your ship. Your ship gets wrecked by the cannon fire from this other larger pirate ship. You can see this man just laughing away as he watches your ship get torn to bits by the cannon fire. The last thing you hear as you all plunge into the deep, you hear the laughter of "Let's get in there, boys," as the ship sails past you. You're all plunged into the water. You're all struggling. Well, not all of you. One of you feels totally fine here in the water. Another one of you, you're struggling a little bit, dealing with the sudden shock of going underwater. But you can swim if this is not the first time you've dealt with this. However, one of you, your body goes into shock. Quincey, you lock up under the water. You feel your body just, all the energy that was there gets drained right out as you go limp. Scyllia, you hear it again. You hear the sound of something. Quincey, as you're drowning, what is on your mind? What are the words that are on your mind as you feel yourself drowning right now?
No, I can't end here. I have to sail. I have
Scyllia,
to sail.
you don't know how, but you hear Quincey saying that. In the dark of this water, as you're sinking under, you're seeing people falling down all around you, barrels, bits of the ship. But Quincey's words are so loud and so clear to you. You hear it coming from directly in front of you by 10 feet. What do you do?
Immediately she'll look around to see where this is coming from. She'll see Bartz. Bartz can handle his own. Quincey can't. So she'll, using all but one hand that's holding her guitar, she'll swim down as promptly as she can, wrap her bottom set of arms around Quincey's waist, pull him close, and begin to swim back up. And then under her breath, where he can't really hear her, and also she can speak underwater, so it's much easier to talk shit when it's in this position. She goes, "Damn, you are a fuck ton of trouble," and will raise his body up over the waves to make sure he can breathe, kind of like pushing him up so he can still breathe, but keeping an eye on what's happening under the water.
Bartz, what are you doing? Because you see Scyllia swimming for Quincey and starts hefting him up, trying to swim him up to the surface. The last thing you remember is that you heard the cannon fire, the explosions, and you started sinking into the water. You're seeing people falling around you, bits of the ships falling around you. What do you do?
First, I'd like to ask, am I familiar with at least the laugh in the Jolly Roger?
100%. You know that laugh is of Marcel D. Teach. 100%. You know that laugh.
Of all the pirates and all of the worlds and all of the seas, why is that motherfucker here, causing trouble again?
And all of the sea ha-ha-ha-has.
Yeah.
I love you all so much.
I think he sees, like, because I imagine, like, they all got, like, eventually they got overwhelmed by cannonballs and just got blown off the ship.
Yeah.
And so I think that he's looking for the people he's talked with the most at the current times. He's looking for Scyllia, he's looking for Quincey, and he sees that they're safe. And I think he's like, his arms just fully like unlock, like they fully shoot from their shoulder blades straight down, and the long arms just like and he just like rises to the surface as fast as he can to just see what the surface looks like, because he knows what underwater looks like.
You all reach the surface, and you see it is just the remains of the boat that you were on. Looks like you three are the only survivors. You see a plank, what looks like maybe like the bottom of one of the escape boats, like one of a large rowboat, is nearby you guys. It looks like you can swim over to it and use it as a dinghy to kind of like drift for as long as you can. You see this, you climb aboard it, you pull Quincey up, all of you climb on top, and you lay down on this derelict of a craft as you guys float. Hours go into days and into weeks. You don't know how long you guys think you have left. The last thing you remember before you all pass out from exhaustion is the sound of your little tiny craft washing ashore on an island.